Hey, everybody. Good morning, good night, wherever you are around the world, whatever your time of day is or night. It is a rainy, dark night, and we had such a deep rose red sunrise this morning, and it's just so dark out there right now and so wet and gloomy. Well, I'm channeling my inner witch. I am studying some spell books here over at Hogwarts, and I brought my little wolf pup, Snowball, with me. Today I'm giving little dragons a rest at home. They don't like to fly when their wings are wet. So here we are at Hogwarts. And yes, it did take me time to get in here again today. Everything is just frozen. VTube Studio wouldn't load up. Steam Labs wouldn't load up. I'm kind of getting tired of both of these things letting me down, making me look like I'm not professional when I've been sitting here for an hour fighting with them, hoping to get here more on time than I am. So I abandoned the opening and closing screens again for that reason. But none of this is why you're here. While we warm up today, I'm going to start with Harry Potter Puzzles and Spells, so we haven't been here for a while. And I got some live feedback from some very special people out there who thought it was fun that I was doing my singing monsters. So we're going to go visit the islands again today before we do anything more hardcore than that. Not even the Facebook is running smoothly today. But anyways, I've had a long week. It's been a very busy week. But right now is the hub of it all. As long as I don't fall asleep in front of you guys and you never hear me snore, still got some magic. Here we go. There we go. Now you can hear me. Sometimes it takes a long time to get to a screen when you can turn that off. And I always turn it off, so I don't know why it always automatically turns itself back on. It's really wasting my time. But anyhow, that's not why you're here. Let's stop that. So, it's been a busy week for me. And I'm kind of collecting new recipes, looking around for different ideas, but I haven't picked what I'm going to do for the next show yet. I do know I want to use this time to celebrate both autumn and the fact that we have guildies all around the world. At some point I am going to want to do something for Halloween, but I might save that just for the last week or two. But for the next one, I just haven't decided yet what I'm going to do about it. But you'll notice that I'm starting to do something called TeachEV out there. If you guys want to learn French, let me know. Or I used to teach Italian too. Funny enough, right now I'm talking to a little boy who speaks Spanish because not a lot of people can speak Italian or Spanish or Portuguese, but there's a couple of us who can. I'm going to help a new little boy learn stuff for school. So this weekend I'm going to make him a special package for him and his teachers to use to practice stuff like that, so he can transition better and not feel lonely. Alright. No, that's just thoughts on my mind. Well, we've opened up this game today. I haven't been on it in a bit, so I have been so busy doing stuff. It also means I've been on the road eating badly and not swimming, so I'm afraid to look at the scale. But this weekend, I intend to sleep. I intend to sleep for most of Saturday, and I know there'll be a guild meeting that day. I don't know what I'm going to do for that either. There's a lot of stuff I have produced because I was in a rush a couple of weeks ago, and I have to figure out what I named things to find the files to finish producing them for you, so you can enjoy them with me. Hello, Snape. He's my favorite professor. I don't care what anybody says. And my Flossum and Jessam came in. And it's a bit tight. I think it's meant for children to wear, but I can get my wrists into it. I just am worried about that it's too tight on one of my wrists. But and I've got the dress for it, and I figure worst case scenario, I can wear my dark blue jeans with them. And I'm just waiting for my Jaws socks to come in. I ordered these socks from Amazon, which looks like when you put your feet together, Jaws' face is coming up from the deep to bite you. It's like the logo for the posters of this movie, but it looks so cool. They're knee socks. Who doesn't want knee socks with Jaws? So, like, I'm just waiting for that, hoping that it comes in time. And, yeah. So, there's not too much I can think about, just that I want to get things put together better for the school. I have an improved mentor, possibly, if they get into the program, and I'm looking to join a particular workshop to get me out of going to work. It'll be paid. I have to keep a lookout for that this weekend. I haven't been feeling too well. I've been so hot and so tired that I want to throw up a lot, and so that means I wasn't eating well. And now, on top of that, I ate really badly today and yesterday. So I'm going to pay for it. So close and yet so far. We're not going to win this one. It sucks in the game when there are so many more moves you can see. You're just not allowed to take any more moves. I find that frustrating. I want a way to have more moves without using real money to buy them. Maybe I'm wasting these lives right now because I'm using up my free time with this. That's non bueno. Alright, I wasn't thinking, but let's get out of this one. Doopy doo doo doopy 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 doo. Alright, we don't want to waste. Oh, I have 2 minutes more of free time. Come on now. Let's do Quidditch. Oh yeah, so I got into this new one. Fred and George. We're in a new zone. Chapter section in this game. Called the Marauders Map. Oh, that was helpful. Right off the bat. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's what we want to do. Dun, 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 let's blow things up. Woo! Dun, 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 dun. There we go. That was helpful. Yellow to get rid of the thing in the top corner. Blue to get rid of the top corner altogether. There we go. There's one corner to focus on. I think we can do it. Let's get rid of the green one. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I know what to do. Woo! That might have been our last free game. Oh, we did it, I think. Why isn't it going? Red? Alrighty, red it is. Woo! Ooh, it's this guy Mushroom. I never beat him. Hey, what just happened there? I don't know what's going on. Bonus puzzle, let's go. Play! Please let me beat Mushroom. Please. Snowball, bite him in the butt for me, will you? I want to win. Oh, that little pink guy's gonna be our thing. Okay. 1. Two. No, I don't have any good placements of thingies. This. This. Ooh, this finally. And this. Oh. Uh-oh, blocks. This. This. These. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, it's like a Sphinx lady, huh? I don't know what to do about this. Okay. That gets me something. That gets me something. This gets me something. I want to do this. Okay, that gets me somewhere. This gets... Oh, she did it again. Take that down. Take that down. Take that... Oh. Oh. Boo! Okay, we gotta do this again. Oh no, it's Mushroom! I never beat him! Stupid ghost. Stupid ghost. No, no, no. We gotta do something else. Okay. Let's go get our gold. Let's go get our gold. First of all, because that's fun. And... Oh. Now we're gonna go over here. Let's go give other people some lives if they ask for them. They didn't, so we'll ask for some. Alright. Somebody's here! Intrepids! That's okay. I'll happy to be your white noise tonight. I do so enjoy when you're wandering around ghostly looking places, and Halloween's coming up, so I'm looking forward to your new shows. Thank you for being here. Alright, Intrepid is here, so I have to mumble about something interesting. So I'm working in a new building that's an old building, at least it's older than I have been alive, and it's really, really kind of neat. And I just only feel kind of creepy around. I so want to be on the stage because they've got a real old-fashioned wooden carved stage. But when I go in, the way you have to get in up and down the stairs is to go into the door that goes towards the boys' change room for the gym. Who planned that out? I don't know. It's kind of weird. And it's like a little box hallway. As soon as I go from the box hallway to the stairs themselves, something about that foyer makes me feel creeped out. I love stages, and yet creeped out, wanted to go up that stage. And I did go up the stairs, even though I felt that way. Didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, and nothing like that. I just felt creeped out. And I shouldn't, because the gym was lighted up, even though the stage wasn't. And yet, somehow being on those old wooden floors with all the life that's been there for all those decades, I just didn't get past how creepy it felt. And so, I've never been up there since. The door is right across from my workroom area, so I don't know what that means. But everywhere else I feel like it's neutral. or was lots of waves of happy the first time I went in there. So I felt that I was being welcomed. This is the new place that I work. I'm in a school that was built in the 60s, and they even had the swing sets of the 60s. So the first thing I did was went out there the first day I went to look at the place I was going to work, and I was just swinging on the swing set, feeling pretty good. I love the old lawn. It's a farmer area. Right now beside us there's a farmer like um, harvesting his crops. So you get all the soy dust from the soybean being cut down by this guy's the farm stuff. Anyhow, but it's an old building, an old farming area right across from a cornfield. I mean, you could set a movie in this place. The cornfield's all turning colors, all the trees are turning colors. There's wild turkeys that run up and down the road, occupying the area. Very few houses are on this street. The only thing really there is this recycle plant on the opposite end of where our school is. And the school is like perfectly small because everybody was smaller back then. So I feel like it's my size since I'm 5'2", except the coat hangers are so tall. They're taller than me. Makes me feel like I'm back in high school, really. I love them. And the sad part is that the school board came around, sent their people this year, and they've thrown yellow tape over the whole swing set area. They're going to make us take it down. It's one of the last schools in our school board to actually have like a jungle gym, but I mean like a 1960s metal jungle gym. But it looked in good condition and hardly even had any rust on it. And I'm so sad that it's going to be taken away and the kids won't have anything to play on. But I'm just glad that I got to swing on it, because when I was growing up, across my grandparents' house was an old little bungalow school. This is a little bungalow school. It's got blue spruce trees all around it. It's got sugar maples that are turning colors right now. It's just a gorgeous property. And it's got, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just all small. The staff room is tiny. Everything about it is just like, it's the size of how things were built back then with this gorgeous lawn. And I just think being there at night would look creepy. But I had waves and waves of like warm happies. I don't feel that anymore. I was mostly neutral. But so one place that kind of spooks me is going towards getting on the stage. And yet I love stages. I love those kind of stages because that's the old-fashioned proper way that built them good back in the day. Oh, because I don't have a smartphone or anything like that, I can't take pictures or videos. I know it's a good idea. I just want to collect a few paychecks before investing in better equipment to do that kind of thing. I know I'm so far from being modern yet. but I wanted to share that since I know that's kind of your thing to go looking around at. Ooh, only one move left. Oh, I'm so sad. I won't make it. Oh well. Yeah, I just kind of like and two plants, I don't even know their names, that grow in the front tiny little abandoned garden that no one takes care of anymore. They're two plants that used to grow in my grandparents' yard, so I felt like they were signs, like the blue spruce and those plants, and it seems nice. And they have a nurse's room that nobody uses. I hate how they junk up old nurse's rooms into some kind of haphazard storage. I wish people wouldn't do that. And I wish communities weren't so cheap that you should keep a nurse on staff. Even if it's one that does a circuit through a couple of different schools, let them have their room. Let kids who are sick lie down in there instead of sit in the office or, in the classroom giving us all chicken pox. Which they have done. So I got my Flotsam and Jetsam in the mail today. I am ready to be one of the Disney villains, although it's a duo. The grade 8 teacher is going to be Ursula, so I'm her sidekick. And I found a little toy that plays Baby Shark, so I'm putting it in my cart since I roll around from classroom to classroom with a cart. And I bought this plastic, very cheap, from a party store, a plastic tablecloth that looks like it's the top of a swimming pool, where it's all blue with all these white wavy lines on it to show the reflection of the sun. And I'm going to put that over my cart so that it has a costume too, so that I'll have the ocean behind me as I play the eels. I don't know. In my head, it's a good idea. I think I'm going to have fun with it. It was the one thing our staff did as a whole staff at a staff meeting. We sat there making a chart of who's going to have what costume, because that was what was important to us at that business meeting. I kid you not, that is what we did. And everybody's coordinated. Oh my goodness. So there's a million sirens. They never end, and I've heard new kinds of sirens recently as well. All sorts of different things. Someone tried to blow up the new bridge that has been under construction since COVID, which is finally usable, and they tried to blow it up. And they tried to blow it up when we all had to drive to work not so long ago. So now they're searching cars because the trigger was found taped underneath a car near its gas tank. I don't know who's doing this stuff or why, but it's pretty dumb. I don't know. Oh, the caution, yeah. So, weird things going on around here. I just hope it doesn't affect Halloween. And I just want to get to work every day without problems, you know? So those are the kind of weird things going on around here. It is a weathery day. We're smelling cold in the air, but the daytimes have been really hot. So all the kickback from whatever hurricane things are going on down south right now is sending us the unnaturally warmer weather. Although, I mean, I don't know. Oh no, I just needed one more move. Oh, that was so close. Boo. Alright, I'll try this one more time if it lets us. Let's do this. I think I'm doing the exact same thing again. I don't want to do that. Alright, I'm going to do this. Oh. This. This. Also, I went to the official grand opening of the school that I was working in last year, actually. The place where I got the reference that got me this new job. And I got to thank the man who was my reference, and I was really happy about that. I got to see a lot of my ex-students, which told me that they miss me. And of course you want to hear that, because I'm like, really? Yay! And I felt really good about it. And because I got some feedback and I asked them some questions, like what did I do that you liked, and I'm still doing that, so I feel good about that. And yeah, and I don't know, learned a whole bunch of things. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like when you do a reunion. When I'm one of those people that would never want to go to a reunion. I was bullied as a kid, so no, I don't want that. And yet, who you think will be warm with you and who actually was warm with you when you go, to me at this thing, it was a surprise. The secretary hugged me. Now, she's a sweetheart, so okay, but we never did that before. But she was just very kind because she hadn't seen me since last year. And then, but people that I worked with very well and that I helped a lot, no. And no. And then, but the one that used to call me her little sister, yes. So that made me feel good. But then the man that one time yelled at me because he was played girls, little teenage girls with the little bras out, could wrap that man around his little finger. When one went crying to him because she didn't want to have to be put in a different room to get her work done because she's too busy stripping in the classroom to show off to a guy, and I put my foot down. He yelled at me on her behalf, and I yelled at him right back, and that was like the worst. That's the only time in my teaching career I lost it in front of a class of kids, but it's like they're my class too. And right now this is my time with it. Anyways, I stood up for myself. He was warm in welcoming me, so I was stunned in the headlights, really? And then I'm watching him when he's doing the show, and I realize, like, people are lonely, people are alone, and we get caught up in things and you can't take them back. And so it's like, I went up to him after I said, I'm really sorry that I looked like a doe in the headlights. It was very awkward, and you didn't deserve that. Thank you for greeting me as warmly as you did. He's like, no, I understand why. No, I am really sorry. And I actually was, because now it's a chance to bury a hatchet and put, some peace on something. So I kind of went through those emotions. But mostly, I just love that kids told me they miss me. I'm not happy that they're not getting the best program this year, or the teacher left again. But now I know why they contacted me, trying to get me to come back. But yeah, I learned a bunch of rumors that were being said about me, which wasn't very nice. But I also learned that there were some people that told the kids not to spread them. But where did the kids hear it from? I don't know. And it's just nasty. Now, the woman who threw me under the bus to save her own skin, who lied to say she was doing a part of her job she wasn't while I was reporting it wasn't, because I was getting hurt by those big boys. I think I've talked about that before. She did something weird. At some point, she wheedled in to sit like diagonally in front of me, where she wasn't before, right before the ceremony started. I did. I stood up for myself this year, which is honestly a first in my life. Was in June. I thought I had nothing to lose. I, at the point, didn't think I was going to get a reference. I didn't think I was going to get a permanent job. And I just started telling people off. It was in June. So it was the week after, when I came back after. Okay, so I dislocated my knee playing limbo. When I came back, I was in so much pain that I couldn't. I called somebody, I said, look, you stop gossiping about people behind closed doors. Stop asking me questions. Stop insisting to ask me things when I haven't said anything. I'm just here doing my work. Stop trying to make gossip, and you're ruining it for me. And I had to say that again, because he did it again at this ceremony. Said, don't ruin this for me. I have something that whatever. But that person in the room, you're asking me in front of 7 people, and the workroom had like a lot of people in it. I said, and I pointed at people. Spy for the VP. This one, she always made phone calls at the minute that we were all supposed to be at the school. And so I deliberately started going to other rooms or visiting people in portables in the morning after I logged my card into the machine, because I'm like, screw you, I don't owe you time before it's time to work. So I was kind of like working to rule, because I didn't like having someone report to whether we're there or not. And then this VP, it was basically the VP that was trying to get me to quit, so she can go screw herself. Every time she came near me, I walked away. I did not say a word, because that's how she treated me on the last day of school. She used to try to tell me to go quit, and she recruited other people into that. She was part of the gossip group there at the school, with her friends, and I called it what it was. You're two-faced. You will always be like you're helping this girl, and now that she's doing the thing you helped her find out about, you're talking bad about her behind her back. You don't deserve to know her business. You don't deserve to know her business. You're not her friend. You're always saying she's the most hated one here. You don't deserve to know. You people stop asking me about her. Basically about my friend who went overseas to just, she's on a sick leave. That was a stressful year for us, and I think I'm still going through PTSD from that as well. But I told people off. And the one guy in the room at the time, the older man, very nice man, who never gets involved in anything, does it. He just sits with his back to everybody and doesn't even look. It doesn't say a word that negative about anyone. I at least got to see him. He let me come into the old workroom. My cabinet with my name on it is still there. My books, that my own handwriting with my name on things, is still there. Things I left for the other teacher, all still there. The boxes of games I bought the kids, still there. My books are still there. Maybe I should have left the books. I didn't do that. But I wrote down the names of the games that I'd bought that the kids had liked. Not the one they didn't like, but the ones that they always liked to play. And I'm going to try to buy them for this new school that I'm at. But yeah, I actually lit up. I'm like, you know what? I'm a certain age, and enough is enough. I've worked really hard, and I'm getting nowhere. So all you mean people, screw you. So that was I don't want to do that in the new place. New place, as small as it is, has cliques, and you do feel, I notice it, and I don't like, there's a certain girl there, and it doesn't surprise me. But there is a certain girl that whenever I speak, she has to poop on whatever I say, trying to disprove it, even when it's my opinion of my own culture. my observations of my own culture that I love my culture. So I'm not saying something bad. And she's like, no, no, no. I'm like, oh my God. She launched the sports day on today in the same recess that I launched French Club. Hey, Ryan. Oh, it's two of you using me as background white noise today. That's all right. Okay. Go finish up your homework. Do your work, everybody. I'll just keep rambling. Because that's what I do. Oh, what did I just do? I gotta close that. What am I doing? Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. I got one life left. Oh no. Quidditch, I've done nothing. Come on now. And they give me dirty looks if I stop and listen to them talking, trying to be part of it when they're all standing around together in the hallway at the end of the day or something. And I've given out candy to everybody, whatever, no matter how they make me feel, whatever. I'm just trying, but I'm like gonna stop trying. They all went out to dinner together, but not with us, the new people. Anyways, the new people all feel it, but none of us want to get into the gossipy thing. So I'm gossiping it with you guys instead. Nobody like the new people don't want problems when we can't afford it, but they're kind of mean. Anyways, whatever. They don't inform us of stuff. They only tell each other. They coordinate what they wear, but they only tell each other. And it's kind of not nice, but also I want to work here for as far as it's a good day with the kids. So I need that after a year like I had last year. And I heard a couple people tell me that actually from their experiences in the last year compared to this year. So it's like, I don't think a lot of people are having any fun in this profession. That's for sure. But the other problem is, like, we don't have enough time to do everything that's needed for this job. There's no balance in life. And for the ones that have living kids, like, that's even a problem for that too. I don't know how they do it. But I'm just so tired. I don't like it sucking life out of me. I find it hard, like, at the end of the day, I have the sweetest kids, and they're the youngest ones. Some of the youngest ones I have to teach. I want to be peppy, and not blah. Like, at the end of the day, you feel so tired, but you've got to find a way to be, like, upbeat so that they're upbeat. And all these little guys, so they had today, my club, they had volleyball tryouts, they had soccer tryouts, they had cross-country team. And because it's a small school, it's the same kids for everything. And the principal made an announcement. Things are happening that I've never seen or heard in other schools. Every year has been weird. Ever since COVID, things have been really weird everywhere. I don't know. Please try not to do things at the same time, blah, 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 blah. We're going to burn out our children. We only have so many children to do all this stuff. I'm like, well, it's life. Like, pick what you want to do. A lot of kids were concerned and were coming to me to apologize that they wouldn't be there or showed up just to tell me they couldn't stay. And I feel bad, but I'm the one running around the school. I published mine 3 weeks in advance, and I put up a poster to remind people, and I gave out announcements over the speaker to remind everyone. Plus, teachers were asking me to answer their questions about it when I'd come to their rooms in the past week. And then, again, this person that likes to poo-poo on anything I speak decided that she was going to launch her soccer tryouts with the grades that I'm doing the club with on the day that I'm starting my club at the recess that I would start in my club. But mine's been posted for 3 weeks. And in front of the class, she says, why don't you just change your dates? I said, no. And she gave me a dirty look. But I don't feel like being bullied anymore. I said, I've posted mine for 3 weeks. We're opening tomorrow. Maybe someone else should have checked in or someone should have written something down. But mine's posted at the front door of the school. So you could have put yours at another time. She just gave me dirty looks. And I don't usually get into this in front of children, but I feel like I'm held hostage by being the one who upholds the actual, like, policies of what's professional or not. And this is someone that I'm like, you're a jerk. Oh, I don't think they're my friends at all. But I'll act like I don't notice it with the oldest one of them because the one of the three is going to retire. And the other two are very young. That's the problem. They're probably going to stay. And and they've already got a plan for who's going to teach what next year. Like, it's kind of neat. Well, I gave her chocolates yesterday and she took them. So I don't know. I look her straight in the eyes, and I'll smile or whatever, and she'll smile back. And I'm watching. Sometimes I think the eyes go with the smile, and sometimes they don't, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure how to judge this one, but I know that as much as something ticks me off there, I have to act like I don't notice or I didn't understand it, because I don't know how else to get out of it except to get pissed. And I just don't want to make myself sick over them being jerks. But I feel like I'm trapped in grade 12 again, if that makes sense. I don't like it. So, yeah. The other weird thing is I don't want to change my program that I know works and meets certain needs of certain kids that we have in the room, because other families have their strict religions to say no dancing. Now, everyone has different opinions about dancing. Some people like dancing, some people don't. But I need that kinesthetic part. I need songs to be a part of learning a language. It's part of what helps memorize stuff. And as far as if it's to sit and listen, they're okay. But then I had a parent, there's two different religions involved in this, not just one, saying to me tonight on the meet and greet, no, don't do dancing, I'd appreciate it. I said, I'm not taking it away, but she cannot look at the dancers. They're at the back of the room, and the people just listening are at the front, but sometimes we need it. It's more than one kid in the room. So it's like, I don't want to be dictated to by anyone's religion. It's public school, so it should be public school education. But then I don't know. If you move to a new country, you've got to accept that there's things you've got to leave behind. And there's things that are different, and you shouldn't be changing it. You moved there shouldn't be changing it. You know what I mean? So if we moved into your country, you certainly wouldn't be changing it for us. I don't know. Some people may or may not agree with my opinion on that one, but I see no sin in dancing, and the Psalms do talk about dancing. It's not just about a joyful noise. So whoever wrote the Psalms, I'm going to stick with them. But anyways, whatever. I did meet a lady who has had like 9 children. Another one had 13 children. They're all cousin families to each other. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Lutheran. I don't know. I don't ask them. I ask the other teachers who've been there for a while, and they don't seem to know either. But I do know they all go to a church somewhere, and they're all very blonde, and the parents seem to have an accent like maybe Finnish, Swedish, something like that. But big families. All I can think of is, like, I always learned about the Protestant work ethic as a kid, was one of the books we had to read. So I'm thinking it's something like that. I don't know. But they're all hardworking. Kids are great. But I didn't realize how many of them are brothers and sisters to each other. So you've got all those opinions telling the family what they think of me as a teacher. And I just wonder, I hope that I've won most of them over. The funny thing is, they all have this stern expression. Now, my family was always accused of this. We all look so, like, serious. And these little kids, they look like little 40-year-olds, but they're like tiny people, tiny young kids. But then when you give them something to do, like to play or a joke, they all wiggle around and smile just like any other little baby kid. And so it's fascinating to me watching them walk with their mom. Everyone, including mom, has this stern expression, and they're all looking around like taking on, even the tiniest one, who I don't teach that one, the youngest one. They all look like 40-year-old men in miniature baby bodies. And then you give them something to play, and they're just tiny, roly-poly, smiley things. It's very funny. And as soon as they're done playing and smiling, they're back to standing up like little 40-year-old men. It's funny. I don't know. It's very funny. It's different from what I've worked with before. I don't know what to think of it. But it's different. So I find myself, I'm people watching at my students. And I haven't been like that with my students before. I do that with boxers. I do that with football players. I do that with hockey players when I'm trying to decide how to win a hockey pool. But not with little kids. And it's just so funny how they can switch so fast. seem so serious and yet be so silly. It's a funny thing. So, what should I be talking about right now? I don't even know. You can hear the terrible sounds of the traffic below. I will never escape that so long as I cannot afford to move out of this apartment. So, I'm very sorry that you're going to hear it. I decided that I'd rather not use my screen walls to block the view of nature because I'm just feeling too trapped in, and I don't want to feel that way when I'm working on things indoors as much as I'm doing sometimes in order to have the shows ready. I want to see the sun, I want to feel the breeze, I want to smell the fresh-ish air coming in from the urbanscape below. Oh no, we're down by too many. We're down by too many. Oh. Oh no, what do I do? Ah. Okay, we're done with Snape. Do we have a life left? We have to wait 7 minutes for a life. Let's poke around. We have not visited my mailbox, I think. Oh, here we go. I have to ask for lives. We're going to go back to the mailbox. Going to find out what's in there. New Quidditch practice event. Okay, so that's moot. Well, we've been online for 40 minutes. I don't feel like it was that long, but that's because I never shut up. You're back. Ryan, all that you missed was me gossiping about work, which is so boring. And then I talked about little tiny people, like little 5 to 8-year-olds who look like they're 40-year-old men, the way they have their stern facial expressions and body language, but then you give them a toy to play with, and they roll around smiling like a little baby like they should. And then when they're finished playing, they just pop back up and look like young 40-year-old men again. It's funny. It's funny how stern they look till they play. It's funny. And I saw twin babies, so tiny today, but they kept seeing my face and smiling when I smiled at them. I think babies have always taken to my face because of the way I smile. It makes me look like a big moon face. And I think babies like that. It's like, look, is that the Gerber baby? Am I going to get strawberry dessert? So Ron, I don't know what I'm going to do for the next haunted story. I pre-recorded a couple things about Edmonton, and I think I did some about BC, and I don't know where I put them in my files. I don't know what I named them. So I have to find them to create the other half of them. Then there's one where I made the whole show, and now I can't find the sound recording. So it's like, well, yeah, I guess I said that in backwards order. I have to find this stuff and put it all together. But first I plan to sleep all of Saturday away. And I haven't decided if I'm going to get on the road and go out of town to go see my family for Thanksgiving. And I don't know if that would hurt their feelings. It might hurt their feelings. I just don't know because I'm so tired. Every night this week I've been up too early and up too late. I don't sleep well. I don't know. I'm back to not sleeping well. I actually have been... Oh, I made a new video which is just humming. That was for Hero Flame. It was a request. Hero gave me a couple days ago. So I'm hoping that someone checks it out. It's just like me in bed with my floating books here and my little wolf pup named Snowball over there. And I just like the look so much. So I'm channeling being an inner witch, making all my books float around me while I study. I don't know what I'm studying yet, but I'm hoping it will be useful. Alright, what are we doing here? 4 minutes until we get a life. I don't know what to do to stall. Oh, I just drank the last juice I had. And all my water's gone. I drank all my water. I do have ice cubes. And I have not chunked out any ice cubes lately. I used to do that all the time, didn't I? Also, I'm finding all sorts of recipes for the Halloween or the harvest, like Riddle Me Din Din shows, and yet I can't settle on a theme for like where or what. I did want to go visit more places through my cooking shows for to travel the world to visit where other guildies are, and I haven't decided where. The last one was Italy, and I've done Malta. I still have more stuff from Vietnam. Like when I first was going into Vietnam, Cambodia, I was finding a lot of stuff, but I think it's all Vietnam stuff and not Cambodia at all. So I don't know, but I know we have a lot of subscribers. Keep wanting to call you guys guildies. I don't know. It's synonymous to me at this point. But I haven't found for sure Cambodian things. I don't know. But I think I should do that one. Yeah. But then it's also Halloween coming up. So I feel like I should do something for that too. And I hope you guys check out the little short I made of me, what I would wear if I was a Death Knight Barbie. Since people are doing what I would wear ifs as one of the trends out there right now, and Barbie is not quite a dead trend just yet, I thought I would do that one. I don't know what you guys think. I want to know what you think. Should I do more? Am I wasting my time? I don't know. Alright, Angel Keys, please do more than I think you can. Ah, 5 more to go. Okay. Chariots of Fire. I'm too young to have seen the movie, and I've heard of it. I've heard the theme song. Ugh, how awful. Yeah, Ryan, help me. I don't know what to talk about. I think I've rambled myself out. Oh yeah, Ryan, do you want to learn French? Because I've started a TTV series. I didn't mean to do it, but it's happened accidentally, and I'm going to keep it. It was to help someone. Now it's helping a few people, apparently. uh, I guess I should do a monologue as Venus for the Brave Immortal Souls to kind of explain why I would want to know languages. I don't know. Oh, what are you going to get? Cross, cross, cross. What cup is not gotten rid of that we don't get rid of all our cups? Come on. Oh, there we go. The cross. Oh, I'm running out of stuff. I'm running out of stuff. Oh. One. Oh no. How much time do I have left? Oh boy. Oh no, Mr. Frog, I hate you now. I am also having trouble finding more public domain stuff. So many things are long, and I guess I'm trying to find the short stories or poems just so that it's not too long. But some of them are very old speak, and I find that sometimes hard to translate into a modern, like how we would really talk. So I'm kind of conflicted right now. Originally, I wanted to, where in August I was making myself into a mermaid. I wanted for September to be, now we're in October, the like centaurs. So maybe I'm going to play around with that while I do harvest style cooking shows. And then, ew, it's the grim. And then when it's Halloween, I mean, Well, it would fit Halloween. It's a monster. So I have to think about that. Oh, what can I do? Come on, come on. Give me more lives. I go so quiet sometimes when I'm into this game. I know that's not the best. Come on, don't stall now. Oh, I needed just one more move. Ooh. Oh, we did it! We won! Yay! Okay, here we go. Wow, this game's been going 51 minutes so far. Oh, we've got 6 whole lives. Yay! Okay, Slytherin, let's go in and get our stuff. We got experience points. That's a good thing. Let's go back. We need to try Quidditch practice. Come on now. Oh, haven't seen him in this game before. That was original. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's interesting. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And that. That's what we'll do. Oh no, only 4 moves left. No, give me more moves. Oh. So, you actually got to go on a double. Oh, yay! Okay, tell me how Blue Beetle goes. Go for it. I wanted to eat pizza today. You go, Ryan. I'm so happy for you. Have a wonderful night. And don't forget, if things work out with you and Ann, make her join our channel. Have a great night. And drive safe. Oh, okay. Well, at least, you've broken the barrier and you guys are friends and hanging out now. That's something. So I'm happy for you. Woohoo! So I'm not going to waste my money going to that movie because I wasn't sure if I'd like it. And now I know that I won't. Done. I'm glad that it progressed. Progressed pretty fast, actually. It's pretty good. Oh no, I'm down to zero lives again. Boo. Hmm. Not a very lucky night, and yet it's taken a long time to not win. Yeah, I agree. There's a buffer involved when there's a group, so you don't have to just focus on one person. That's good for everybody. Me, oh, I'm sorry about that. I haven't been feeling well for a while. but it's also not like going away. But I am gonna get a tooth removed because it died. It sounds so gruesome. Um, and because there's no living infection with it, but they pushed my date for it backwards. I was asking for help in August. They put me in September, and now then they said he can't come until October the 21st. So it's kind of one of those things that it's creating a strain. And so I just feel blah. But like I've had to be up early, and also go home late from my job for the past couple of days. We're all very tired. Actually, I was so tired I didn't finish my sentence. So the little kids that I'm working with, everybody was answering the question, "How are you today?" with "I'm tired. I'm tired." I'm like, guys, would you mind if I just put on a meditation? I found one in the language they're supposed to be learning. I said, it's okay if you don't know what it's saying. I'll tell you what it's saying. This is what it's going to tell you. And they all just lied down. 8 little kids. And I wanted to fall asleep with them. But I can't. And they just all, like, had a nap. And I know, like, things like that were taken away from kindergarten classrooms sometime after I was a child. But, I mean, it used to be a thing when I was a child to give kids a nap. And they were all just so tired. It's just been so hot. And they've been having so many sports tryouts and practices on top of each other. Because it's a little school, it's just the same kids for everything. Same kids are on every team. So they're really, like, we're really tiring them out before they go home. Which parents should thank us for that. But, like, we're just all kind of overrun. But it was like meet the parent night, and they're not supposed to ask questions related to report cards or talk about the programming, and yet they do anyway. So you get sick of it, but you're also trying to get along with these people you've never met before. Some of them were not very nice. Most of them wanted to be nice. Others, have questions, but they understood that the day wasn't for that. And then I have to really love our boss because she got on the speaker to tell everyone it's time to go home now, and don't forget it's not interview night. We'll see you in November for that. So yeah, they had a parent. First question was, should I get a tutor for my child? No. And this is in front of so many people, but I shouldn't have answered the question. But also, it shouldn't have been asked. But I'm like, why would I tell you to get a tutor? I said, that's an expensive thing for a family. Why don't you wait and see how she does in the first term? But I can't answer how she's doing yet. And I can't do it in front of a group of other people. Since my office is actually like down a hallway where children's classrooms are not. I'm across from the spooky box hallway to the boys' change room, and the gym doors are across from my doors. And beside us is the staff room. It's so tiny. And then like a janitor's closet or whatever's in there. And all of it can be seen if the principal sits at her desk, and she always keeps her door open. She's looking down that empty hallway. And no kid should ever be in there. If they come in there, they get stopped and sent back. It's a great architectural feature. But you're kind of like in no man's land. So I was like, I better go to the library so people can see me. So I can meet someone. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I think I've done all I can do in this game for today. 14 minutes to the next life. Nah, I can't chit chat for that long. I don't know what stories to tell you. So it's been an hour and 4 minutes. I'd say an hour is good enough. I mean, I'm not playing the most cool games in the universe. I do know I have some people talking about when I do my singing monsters, they think it's funny. But other than that, like I feel like I don't have the energy to do a real dungeon or a raid right now. Although this Sunday coming up will probably be when I finally hit the god level of the game. Dark Moon Fair should still be open, and there's also, I think if Oktoberfest isn't finished, it's Honor the Elders. One or the other's happening right now in WoW, which could get me more experience points with the experience buff from Dark Moon's carousel or roller coaster. And that stuff can happen, but I'm going to save that for the weekend, because this is the Thanksgiving weekend coming up, and I haven't done anything to honor Thanksgiving at all. I don't know if I will or not, to be honest with you. I feel like whatever I skip doing this year, I can do next year. I've got at least a 2-year plan before I give up on trying to be monetized, for sure. I have to see this through. But yeah. I'm trying not to catch a cold, but I sort of kind of have a one. It's not really a cold. It's just like being exhausted. Like, we're very tired, and by the end of the day, it's also very hot outside. And so I just feel gross. I just feel gross. But yeah. I'm out of things to chit chat. When it's raining here, I do have the door open because I don't want to turn on the heat. I think the building's going to turn on the possibility of us turning on our heat within the next week. And the bees are acting like they're starving. I don't know. I'm worried about the bees. And I think they're getting ready for a hard winter. They're really on top of any kind of flower that's still out there. My tomatoes, a lot of them have just flowered now. So I don't know if it will be warm enough for them to actually turn into edible tomatoes. But I may be able to eat a second one on the weekend. And I found out at the open house, the official open house that I went to on Tuesday, two things that have me in it are in the time capsule they created, which really touched me, because it's part of the grade 8 teachers for the first graduating class of that school. So that's been buried somewhere on the property or put away somewhere on the property, really nice. So I'm a part of that. I like that. And the kids I saw that came to the event were just like, "We miss you. You were fun." I'm like, "Yay, I'm so glad." And I don't know why I started rambling about that. There was a point to that, but I don't even know. I'm just too tired. Oh, I remember now. So some of them wanted to tell me that their tomatoes all died or that their tomatoes were still growing and they're hoping to eat tomatoes soon. So one of the kids was mad because just that day their grandmother ate their tomato. But they were remembering me when they thought of their tomatoes. They were trying to keep them alive. So I think that was really touching, and I'm going to do that again too this year. So yeah. I also wrote out to a place called First Books Canada. When I used to go up north, I used to bring like a whole ton, an actual weight of ton of books. I'd fill up the whole back of my Jeep and drive it up north and across winter roads to get them to schools in isolated areas that don't have bookstores or any stores at all for that matter. And I wrote to them and I said, "Listen, I know I'm on a road accessible to any city now that I'm in the south, but it is a kind of rural area and they don't even have enough French books to fill a half a shelf. Any way that I could still qualify to get more books, because you guys used to send me with books all over the place once upon a time," and gave them my name. I'm waiting that they'll write back to me. Hopefully they can hook me up with some French books for these kids so we can have a program. That would be really great if we could do that. If I could pull something like that off and get free stuff for the school that's noticeable, that would be great. There was a grandfather of a student I met happy that there would be a French club at all, and the kids, 32 kids signed up for it in a small school. So I was like, wow, I thought I'd get 3 or 4, and my friend's like, "I thought you'd get like 6 or 7. I'm like, 32? We don't even have enough chairs. We all just sat on the floor. And we played Broken Telephone in French. Why not? It was funny." I don't know what to talk about. I think, Ryan, if you're okay with it, I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to get some hot tea, I think, to soothe my throat. But if there is a video game you'd like to see me play next Thursday, let me know what it is. Or on Saturday, I don't mind turning the ends of the guild meetings into gamer time. If somebody's there and wants to see me play a particular game, because I think I should get back into my Singing Monsters soon. Liza P, I have not erased it because of the steampunk look. I thought it was a really cool take on modernizing Pinocchio, and I might go in that one more time. Although I don't think I have the skill or understanding to live past the train station. But it is something to consider. Okay, that's you on number 3. I gotta go. Ryan, if it's you that's still out there, I know I have a viewer still watching. Intrepids, thank you for coming on today. It was so nice to see you again. I look forward to the next thing you examine. And I don't know. I have to try to find the half pieces of things I was creating. Yeah, I'm sorry if I let you down. But I do think I need the sleep. Because, yeah, I've been up so we've been doing picture days and meet the parent days and staff meeting days. Oh, there's another staff meeting coming up. And find your mentor, training stuff. It's just been a lot before and after school. So, yeah. I'm going to be a big baby. I'm going to go to sleep. I never used to say that before midnight. I'm going to try to get some sleep. But I will be back on Saturday in the evening, 10 p.m., hopefully with a new story of some creepy nature. Ryan, before I go, do you have any preference for the type of creepy story I will tell next? Is there anything particular you want to find about the story? Alrighty then. Maybe I'll just try to find a story about a woman named Anne. Alright, thank you so much. Yep, okay. I'm definitely going to work on something. Sneak peek. The review will be on Saturday, somewhere in the middle of our guild meeting. So, have a great night, Ryan. And thank you, Intrepids, if you were out there. Shout out to Hero Flame. There is a new calming video out there for you, the humming video that you requested. Alright, I'm going to catch some Z's. So, yeah, check out the Death Knight Barbie look and let me know how you think about it in the comments below it. I did that one just to be funny last night. I thought I was funny. I thought I did a pretty good job with that one. So, okay. Take care. Have a good night. This is Venus Kalita ending Gamer Night Thursday night. And I'll see you all again live on Saturday for our is it bi-monthly? Every other week. Bi-weekly? Bi-monthly? I don't know what it is. Every other week, we do a guild meeting. So take care, everybody. I will be revealing some new show at that time. Bye, Ryan, and congrats on everything, and have a great night. I will be looking for a story about a woman named Anne. Take care, and, yeah, drive safe. I'll see you later. Bye.